and welcome to Tanime's anime review number 64. So, it's been a while. I've had some major camera problems lately, so that's why it's been so long since my last video. Anyone who follows my Facebook page or Twitter knows about this. So it's a good idea to follow me in those two places if you want to keep up to date with what's going on or what review may be coming out next, etc, etc. I'll link both in the underbar for those who may not have them. And today's anime is...
Wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
That's right, Pokemon! Everyone has experience with this series in one way or another. It's an impressive series to say the least. There are 16 different manga series to this anime. And another 6 that were never translated into English. There are 41 different video games between the handheld devices and the consoles. There's the extensive trading card game, 15 full-length movies, 10 music soundtracks, 48 TV specials, and the 700 plus episode anime series that's still ongoing today. Not to mention the endless amount of merchandise there is out there to buy related to this series. This series started airing in April of 1997. And like I said, it's still ongoing today. That's 15 years worth of Pokemon. There is just so much to this anime that it would take forever to go through it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down into a number of reviews. So in each review, I will review a different arc in the anime. At least up to where I've seen. So there'll be one for the Indigo Plateau series, the Orange Islands, Johto, Sinnoh, and so on and so on. But let's start with the original. Back when there were only 151 Pokemon. The plot to this series is actually very simple. Our main character, Ash Ketchum, is about to start his eagerly awaited Pokemon journey. Having been overly excited the night before, he couldn't really sleep until late, and therefore slept in the next morning. After running to Professor Oak's place, which is the professor who gives trainers their starter Pokemon, he is shocked to discover that the 3 Pokemon that you get to choose from, Bulbasaur, a grass type, Squirtle, a water type, Charmander, a fire type, have already been chosen by trainers who were on time. After begging and pleading for any Pokemon at all, Professor Oak shows him his last Pokemon, an electric Pokemon named Pikachu. Now, Pikachu is a rebellious Pokemon at first. He refuses to go into his Pokeball and also refuses to listen to Ash. So equipped with his new trusty Pokedex, which gives all the information on Pokemon he'll come across in his journey, Ash and Pikachu start off on their journey on a kind of rocky path. It takes a serious moment of truth for the two of them to finally make a bond, but once that bond is made, they're friends for life. And you watch that bond grow with each passing episode. So with his new best friend at his side, Ash has to travel the Kanto region collecting 8 different badges from 8 different gyms in order to enter the Indigo Plateau League Championships. Because he wants to be the very best. Like no one ever was. This reminds me of something.
No one ever was. Captain is my real test. Trainer is my cause.
Ash, you're stealing your song again.
Let him dream.
And on his journey, he collects new Pokemon and new friends along the way. Also fighting the evil Team Rocket, who are relentlessly trying to take Pikachu away from him. Now, I am well aware that this is a kids show. Kids are the target audience, and they do a good job at keeping the focus on that. The series is full of funny and pointless moments. The violence is well played out without being over the top. There are good morals along the way as well that teach kids to do the right thing and just genuinely be good people. They also have some more serious type situations that a younger audience might not fully understand at the time, and it would appeal to a slightly older age range. The only real negative aspects I have to this series don't actually come into it until these later seasons. I like that Ash doesn't win every battle. I also like that when he loses, he takes it like a child who just lost. He gets pouty, but they don't drag on the pout aspect of it, and they show him rise up, and then they show him train all the harder to do better. So it mixes in with morals and reality and awesomeness, and yeah. I also love the relationship between him and the two companions that he has traveling with him after a few episodes, which are Misty and Brock, which are actually the leaders of the first two gyms he competed at. Each of them have their own goals and reasons for being on this journey with Ash. Ash wants to be a Pokemon Master. Misty wants to be a Water Pokemon Master. And Brock wants to be a Pokemon Breeder. And there's also Gary, which is Ash's rival. Now he has a crazy large ego and thinks that he is actually better than everyone else. I'd like to say that he does grow in future seasons, but we won't go into that now. I like the story twists it throws into the season when Gary shows up. Now, like I said, Gary is kind of a jerk to say the least, but it is based solely off of this first season, the Indigo Plateau. Even so, I'm going to give this anime a perfect 5 out of 5. A perfect anime for kids to enjoy and a wonderful guilty pleasure for the older audience as well. Not gonna lie, I still watch Pokemon from time to time. And if you liked Pokemon, you'll also like Digimon, Beyblade, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Now these Pokemon reviews for each season are not going to be back to back, but I will try to cover them as time goes on. Out of the first 151 Pokemon, which one's your favorite? Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and like always, I will see you next time. Bye bye! You ready?
Yep.
Go whenever.
I'm going.
Oh.
I just started.
Try! Okay.
She's so cute! Zoom!
Let yourself go.
Oh god.
Pretend like nobody's watching. You're in the shower.
Oh, we don't want no. An iPod, Gary. I forgot the words.
The very best. You want to be at least something.
Go on, come over here.
You can do it. Go on, Gary.